Hello, in this video I am gonna show you what I am doing. This is repairing of we call it COP, the control panel, cabin control panel, or we call it some other term, car panel control. So this is the control for actually I'm here inside the elevator. So now I am repairing this button. I rectify, I replace some electronic board inside. So this is what I am doing, because this board, it is already old, so there is some defect, and that is the reason why button number 3 was out of function, and also button number 0, which is the ground floor. And by the way, this building is 4 steps or 4 floor: ground, first, second, and third. So there are 4 steps, and that is the reason why there is button number 0, which is the ground floor, button number 1, first floor, second floor, and third floor. So this is what I am doing right now. So now I have to and by the way, I'm using this control, or we call it service tools, so we can do this programming. I have to program this control because there is electronic board or electronic circuit board here, wherein I can put address. So what I did is I put an address here, because this is programmable circuit board, and then I have to put a program here, so we can control this floor. If you want to go in the first floor, you can press number 1, and it will command to the control of this elevator. Then the elevator will run to floor number 1, right? So right now I will make a program. Okay, so just 1 minute. I have to switch on the power here. This is the main power here, right? So this is the control here, electronic control also, and this is the main power supply. There is the selector. Okay, so now it is and by the way, this is the whole call, or this is the outside call button. If you're outside, you can press this, and this is the indicator to indicate which floor the elevator or the cabin was staying. Okay, so the elevator is stopping in what floor. Okay, so now I have to continue. Right, so this is the panel. Just open and to check inside. Now I have to connect. I am connecting the wiring connection now, and I am using this circuit board. This is only a small board, but this is programmable. There is a dip switch here where you can put your address, number. Actually, we call it address, but that is numbering more than 1. Okay, so now there is a supply also. I have to connect this supply, and I will put some address, because the first circuit board, or we call it this board specifically, we call it RS, or we call it that is only abbreviation, so we call it RS board, this one. Okay, so RS means remote station. All right, remote station, RS. To be exact, the name of this board, or what we call this one, the circuit board, is remote station. Okay, that's the reason why there is an address here. We can put an address here so that we can control the elevator. If you want to bring the elevator in the ground floor, then you can press number 0. Okay, so now I have to fix this one and put it supply. And of course, if you're working in this field, we have to be very careful also, so it will not make some short circuit from positive to the ground. That also can damage this circuit board or this remote station electronic board. For those who are electronically, or there is we call it they are graduated with electronic engineer or electronic technician. I think they know what I am talking about. Okay, so but anyway, I have to share it to you. In all kind of elevator, there is a control, or there is a push button. This push button, there is a control inside, and the control inside, we call it remote station. Okay, so let me finish. Okay, I will put this call it all right, so I have to put a supply now. Okay, so a lot of wires here, so you have to be very careful if you're working like this, and that is why. Okay, now I have to put a supply, this remote station. All right, wherever you go, in the mall, in the city, or in the airport, all available elevators are available, because this is already necessity nowadays. And even the villas and the small houses here, there is an elevator. Okay, so now I have to put a supply here, and but before that I have to make some programming here. Let me show you here. I don't know if you can see here. All right, so there is a written here, there is DC-DC. Anyhow, I just show you what is inside this control, right? Now I have to put a program now. Okay, all right, status, then RSL. There is an RSL here, and that is remote station line is number 2. So now I can put the program, and according to the manual here, there is a numbering here, designated address, and the designated address here is number 35 to the list. So I have to type number 35, 1 and 5, and then I have to put an address to the remote station. This remote station, I have to put an address. Okay, so let's say address number. Okay, so this is the dip switch. There is a numbering here in this dip switch. Let's say I will put number 10, address number 10, because the first RS board I put an address number 9. So here I will put address number 10. So address number 10, and this is is it already okay? So I will select here number 2, 1. The counting of this dip switch starting from 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. So 1, 2, 4, 8. So I have to open number 8 and combination of number 2. So to make it address number 10, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So now there is an address of number 10. So let me check again. Okay, so now I have to connect the wire going to this button number 3. Okay, let me connect, but before that I have to assign an address here also to communicate this board going to the control. There is a controller from the outside to communicate this remote station control board. So I have to assign an address also here going to the control, whereas I put the address from this board number 10. Okay, so 1, 0, and then there is a pin here, or the port. I have to assign the port number 1, and then okay, so let me try again. 0, and then 1, 0, which is number 10, and then 1. One second. Okay. Okay. No, cannot be. All right, so it's cannot be. What shall I do? Okay, so I will assign another number, which is I'll try a number 5 of this address. Let me check. 1, 2, 4. Okay, so I will switch on 1, 2, 4. I will switch on number 4 and number 1 to make it 5. Now there is address 5. So now let me put an address. Okay, so 0, 5, 1. Okay, so but there is already assigned address from the other circuit, so I have to change the address. Instead of 5, I have to make it 7. Okay, but it cannot be 7. There is no combination for 7. Okay, so I'll make it 8, 9, 7. Okay, I'll try 4. 1, 2, 4. So I have to open this number 4, number 2, so the total 6 and the number 1, then it will become number 7. Let's make it 7. Okay, again I have to make it here, address number 35, and then I will put an address 7 and then 1. All right, so now there is an address already. Okay, so let me check if it will work. All right, so I will fix the wire. I will fix the wire here, and then we'll try if it will work. Okay, so now I'm gonna press number 3, right? Because this is assigned for number 3, or for the button number 3. If it will work, nothing. It is working, right? There is a light. Number 1, there is light. Number 0, there is light. But number 3, floor number 3, didn't work. So now I have to again I have to reset the power from the controller. So okay, now go back again. This is my work, so I have to be patient, because sometimes this is the electronic board, so sometimes there is a problem for the electronics, so I have to replace another one. Okay, so I will replace the remote station or the RS station. If maybe there is problem for this electronic board. Okay, so I have to replace another one. All right, so this is the electronic board. Then I will put the supply here. I will put supply. Okay, and then I will assign an address, number 7. I will open number 1, number 2, and number 4. 4 plus 2, 6, plus 1, 7. Okay, and then I have to insert this wire going to the button number 3, and I will use port number 1 for this RS station. And by the way, there is a marking here, port 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there are all 4 ports. So you can select, you can choose what port you want to use. Now I'm using port number 1. So I have to insert it here, port number 1. All right. Now I have to test if it is working or not. All right, so this video is a little more than 30 minutes maybe. All right, so it is working now. Okay, so it works. What happened? Why? So maybe the remote station is also having a problem. Okay. I understand why it happens like this. Because now I am already here in this floor, which is third floor. So now it is working already here. So there is light. So you can see here. Let me show you. There is light, right? So there is light already. Okay, since I am here in the third floor, it is already working. All right, guys. So let me finish for this video. Now to make it safety, I have to put a protective plastic to avoid the short circuit in this board. And I will put it here inside, and I will wrap with this electrical tape, so to make it safe for short circuit. All right, so now it is already done. Okay, it's already done. Then I will check if it is really work. Okay, so now I'm gonna close this control or panel. Sorry, my mobile phone was wrong. All right, guys, so actually I'm using my earphone wired. So, okay, so I'm gonna fix this. Okay, so I forgot to fix the indicator. So let me insert the indicator wire here. So put the supply. Okay. All right, so there is the indicator there. So let me finish. Okay, this is my work. So I think you already have an idea how Pinoy Hasawi is working with this kind of tool. Alright, so I'm gonna use my hand gloves. Anyway, no need. Where are the boards and maps? Okay, so I have to fix the ball to the nuts. guys. So finished now. Okay. Have to go now because I still have my work. So let me try after my. Okay, so guys, this is the panel or the control panel inside the elevator. Ground floor, which is sometimes the marking of 0. First floor number 1, second floor number 2, number 3, third floor, last floor. And this is the open button and closing button, and this is the buzzer, right? And there is a speaker here, and this is the indicator, right, to show where is the elevator, where is the location of the elevator. And of course this is not new, this is old model already, elevator. And of course the brand name or the brand of this elevator is no other than Otis. Okay.